I got an apartment in Halifax from out of province in 1 day. You're probably wondering, hey, what are you talking about? For those of you who don't know, the vacancy rate right now in Halifax is 1%. 1% is really bad. To put that in perspective, it's worse than Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal. At last year, around the summertime, it was around 1.6%. That's a very low vacancy rate, so it's very difficult to find apartments, and a lot of people are looking for weeks on end to find an apartment. So I was able to score an apartment from out of province, from Ontario, in a single day, and I spent a long time looking for apartments, and I was looking from home, but the second I decided that, hey, this is the place I wanted, I got in touch with the leasing agent, and I said, hey, I'm Nader, and I'm interested in your property, and I sent some information over, and then within the day I got approved. So I want to give you some advice. I feel like I'm qualified now to give you some advice on how to get the process started quicker. And while this is only speculation, I want you to remember that I have some advice for things that I think will help you boost your chances of finding an apartment and getting approved ahead of other people. So the first thing that they ask for, as they do with many applicants, is your credit score. It's very important to have a high credit score because it kind of determines, how you repay your creditors. So if you have a credit card, make sure you're paying it off as much as possible. Make sure you're making those minimum contributions, but at least a lot more. I'm somebody who I'm kind of just crazy about debt. I don't know what it is. If I have a bit of debt on my credit card, what I'll do is I'll pay it off immediately. Like I'll go on my phone, like log into my bank and pay it off. It's not even because I'm panicked about the debt or something. It'd be like I bought a burger. It just bugs me that like I'm carrying like $10 of debt around. So I did this. And even when I was traveling Asia, like I would buy a hotel room or I would get, a place for a week, and I would just pay off the credit card immediately. So I really think this boosted my credit score. My credit score is sitting around an 815 right now, and it's been slowly building. Like I looked with TransUnion, and it's just building like that. So that's going to happen with that sort of discipline. But for me, it's not really a discipline. It's like I have to do it. It bothers me if I don't. So that's the first thing, have a credit score. The second thing, do not look on Kijiji. Looking on Kijiji is the worst idea. Everyone thinks to go to Kijiji is like, oh, it's the listing site. I'm going to find places there. They're probably cheaper because they're like normal people. No, like property managers, like experienced people go on Kijiji. I used to sell marketing services on Kijiji. You know how many clients you can pull if you just hire someone in India to post 20 marketing ads in every province? A lot, not anymore because of the algorithm. But my point is, before I get off topic, Kijiji is not a good place to look. There's a huge audience there. Every listing, even the crappiest ones, has like 400 views, minimum 800 views. Out of all those people, how many do you think they converted into calls? Tons. The vacancy rate's 1%. So for that crappy apartment that you're finding in Kijiji, it's probably like 1,000 people or something like that. I'm going to make sure my chat is actually on so you guys can submit some questions. Sometimes I forget to do that. But yeah, just be very careful that you're not going on Kijiji to look for these places because you're going to face fierce competition. I mean, you're going to find people who want to rent there and then will further try to outbid you. Like they'll try to, I was speaking to a friend the other day and she said that they try to spend extra money or throw some extra cash at the way of the landlord to be able to sweeten the deal and get the apartment. Look on property sites. Find out what property management company you like, if it's like Killam, if it's Templeton, if it's, I'm only naming the ones in Halifax that I know of pretty well. But if you find a property company that you like, browse their website listings. People don't think to do that. Go browse their website listings, go to the direct link of their website, and usually each building will have its own subdomain on that website, and you can go and see vacancies of that building. And then what you want to do is contact the leasing agent by phone and sound responsible, sound nice, be warm. All you have to do is start the process with a leasing agent over the phone and tell them like, hey, have some things to your advantage, right? Like me, I sent in my credit score, and they asked me about my monthly income. So I'm self-employed, so I sent in my income. And oftentimes, like I went to apply for mortgage before, and I wasn't approved for as much as I wanted to be approved for because I'm self-employed and I didn't pay myself enough. So what I ended up doing was saying, hey, you know what? I have very, very good credit. I have 815 credit score. I have over here a savings with zero debt, and I have enough to, you know, pay off this place for many years, even if I sit down and eat popcorn. So can you like figure something out for me, because I'm really serious about this place. And then I got an approval letter at nighttime. So I started in the morning, and by nighttime I had that approval. And I was thinking, that was much easier than I thought. For a vacancy rate of 1%, mind you, I did not get a place really far out. I didn't get a place in Bedford. I did not get a place in the West End. I was thinking about going to North End. I really wanted to for a while. But then I was thinking the convenience of the whole situation. I got a place right on Barrington Street, quite close to the waterfront. And it's very close to the farmer's market, and it's literally right beside the grocery store. Like, I could walk like 4 seconds to the grocery store. It's ridiculously convenient. It's a smaller place, but it's very well renovated and it has a gym. It serves my purposes. So I recommend that you give this a shot. If you're looking to get a place, try to boost your credit score. That's a big thing. Try to save some money in your account. The third thing, start the process with a leasing agent. Do not use Kijiji. Go and look at the property company. And my last tip, build up some rapport with property management companies. So if your company that you like is maybe like, for example, I use Killam, then rent with them for a few years. And then when you move, try to find another Killam property. Be like, I've been with you guys for 3 years, no dispute for rent, no issues, no problem. And then it makes it much easier. They rather rent to somebody they have a history with. So I'd say a lot of people settle for property management companies they don't like when they're students. Any advice for international students? Yeah, right now we're talking about apartments and how to get them, because Halifax is a very low vacancy rate. But if you tell me about your situation, for example, where are you planning to go to school? I'm assuming it might be Halifax, but if that's Toronto, there's quite a bit of things that you should remember. The biggest thing is, try to go with a property management company that's responsible, so that when you move, if you decide to stay there and obtain a PR or immigrate with a pilot program per se, then you can just instantly use the same property management company and move to a better apartment. You know, you're making a full-time income now. I've been accepted in doubt. That's awesome. I'd say right now, get a roommate if you're going to school, because you have to pay tuition. Like when I was going to school, I couldn't work full-time. So, I mean, journalism is like, you do your school and then you have to do interviews on top of school. So it's insane, like it's crazy. And then I'm running a business, so I couldn't really afford to get a place by myself, work full-time, and go to school full-time. They're kind of ridiculous. So I recommend getting a roommate. It's gonna give you more leverage to not have to scramble for cash. And if you can get closer to campus, do it. But because the apartments are more expensive now, what I'd say is like, even get off like campus to save that extra money. As a student, like the money that I put away really helped me in the future. Like it was a massive cushion, not a massive cushion, but comparison to having like crippling student debt, it was great to be debt free and to be able to, and not everyone can say that. I worked in school maybe like 60 hours a week. And I was not brilliant at working. I wasn't very good. Like, for example, like my first year, hello, Pandora. Just talking about advice for international students, but I recommend like making some money on the side while you go to school. My first year in business, I probably made about like 7,000. The next year, probably around 18. The next year, around 26. And the next year, 35. So like it started to grow like that. But the first year, it was like crap. It was really bad. So I had to have a roommate, and I was glad I did, because I had company. So get a roommate, get close to campus, but if you can't, it's okay to get away from campus, because it's like, you're gonna sit on the bus for 5 minutes. You get a bus pass, just read a book or something and save that money. Hello, Paula, how are you? It's good to see you. It's always nice to see you here on the channel, and I appreciate your messages and appreciate you watching. Hopefully it's going well. How's it going down there? I'm really excited to come back. But yeah, I had a place. I really want to show you guys the place, but I'm not sure if I should make it into a video. It's been difficult making videos about Halifax, like from Ontario and from Asia. So finally getting back will be nice. But I know it's going to be a bit of a pain, like getting back settled in the city. It is wherever you go. And you're welcome, Dinesh. Thank you for watching. And if there's any way I can be of assistance, please let me know. I have my Instagram down below. I'm most responsive on there, but I have like 12 messages sitting in there, so I'm gonna get to them. I've been pretty crap at getting to them, so I apologize, but I see them all there. I'm getting to them. And thank you so much, Monique. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be really difficult. It's sauna. Oh, it's sauna. Oh, it doesn't show us sauna. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, let me see if I can. Hope you had a great trip around Asia. For those of you that don't know, Sana is a good friend of mine, and she is one of my. I met her through one of my really good friends. Okay, Nader, let me see if I understood. You recommended the real estate sites instead of Kijiji. Yes, I recommend you use the real estate sites instead of Kijiji. Kijiji is pretty difficult because let's say you have like 7 listings, they pop up for a day, and then you have like 500 views on them. It's just too populated. Do what other people don't do. You'll cut the amount of competition more than in half. You'll have like a third of the competition, two-thirds less of the competition. I can't do math and I don't understand pie charts, but that's it. I keep making my comments disappear. They just go away. Why am I moving back to Halifax? Somebody asked me this a few days ago. Why am I moving back to Halifax? I mean, I'm getting that question a lot. And I had that question from family. Let me get to the point. When I was going to school, it was just totally different. I really enjoyed the community there, but I didn't really give it all the credit that it needed. I complained about it. I left. I went to Asia for 4 months. I just uprooted everything. And then I was like, crap, I miss home. I miss my family. And I came back home. I came to, maybe I should get settled in Ontario. Maybe I should go rent a place in the GTA. And I thought, it's just not the same here. Like the magnet's like pulling me back to Halifax. That bigger community down there. And it's incredible. So that's why it is up and coming. Someone mentioned this before. They left a really great comment. They said Halifax is up and coming. It is not a big city. And like, we all know that. Like I've said that 100 times on the channel. It's not huge, but it has merit. It's got a great community. It has something that a lot of other places don't have. Actually, it has that small Canadian town charm. With small Canadian towns, it could be a real pain. Like I moved from the city to a really rural place of Ontario, probably like 1/100th of the population of Halifax, and I grew up there. So while I'm used to the big city, I'm also used to making it work in any place. I made it work sitting in Asia on a milk crate eating chicken on the side of the road. So I go where I think my community is. Students don't usually save money, but let me tell you, pocket money is great money. I think this. You're probably the only one doing this among friends. I know I was, and I got far with this habit. Absolutely, Paula. Sometimes it's hard to save money and it's stressful, but wherever I could, I tried. I was very lucky that I had support systems around me. For example, like I had great friends and family. Like when I first went into university, I had some help in first year, and that really helped me out and make things easier. But yeah, because I had that small period of not like panicking, I was able to build my business up fast and then take on that load myself. And then, start traveling with it. And it's just in the beginning phases, but I'm grateful for having just that little bit of time. And I got started when I was 15, making videos and taking on clients. So I always had that like starting to accumulate like a little snowball. I had more success with Kijiji, however, I would utilize anything. If Kijiji worked for you, incredible. That's really great. I think it works for a lot of people, and you must have been an attractive person to rent to. Interested in when you rented to, actually, because I know it's become very competitive recently. I'm trying to get through all these messages. And thank you so much for the congratulations. Yeah, the price was $14.35. For the apartment. It's $14.35. It's about 600 square feet. New appliances right beside. It's on Barrington Street, and it is very close to the farmers market in the waterfront. So it was a bit more pricier. It's in the South End, but at the same time, like, we'll make it work. I think it's gonna work out well. And they seem like, I was looking like the West End is obviously where you'd go to save a bit of money, but I was looking like Quinpool Towers is like $12.25. And I was thinking, like if I'm gonna spend that for one, I might as well get hey, if I really want to save, I might as well get a roommate. I was thinking, do I want to do that? Because there's more things that I want to do. Specifically, I don't know if I should share this, but I've been doing online teaching for a long time. I've built up about 30 courses, 31 now. Trying to get courage to start teaching on Skillshare. The organic reach is great. I have a friend who just started, great guy, ᴍᴘᴘᴏ, actually. You should go check out his music courses. He just started and he says it's going well for him. I have a few more talking about starting, so I definitely recommend you start before it becomes super popular. And also, Nada, I was looking for your other channel to follow you there, but I don't know the name. It's just my last name and then media is my channel. I appreciate you wanting to follow. It's super geared towards reputation management and like digital marketing. So if you feel like it's not relevant to you, you don't have to subscribe. Obviously, I want it to be useful to you, not just to boost the number. But if you do find it's useful or interesting, I'd really appreciate that. And I thank you for that. So yeah, so I'm really excited about moving into this place. It's got a gym in it, so that's good. I can just walk downstairs and work out. I hope they have barbells. I really hope they have barbells. And weights to go on them. It's good to see you. See you soon in good old health. See you soon, Sana. I hope you have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you. And it was really nice for you to stop by. All right, I think I'm through most of the messages, but it was really nice seeing most of you. Well, seeing all of you, but I'm just trying to see if I missed anyone. And yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna be coming down in 2 weeks, so not too long from now, not too far out. And I will be making more videos. I'm upgrading the camera equipment as well and focusing on more long form content. So hopefully this all works out. I'll let you know if any mishaps happen along the way, but I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I appreciate all of you.